There is a clip that went viral not long ago. Junior strikes a ball into the top corner, the crowd reacts, and the internet explodes. Millions of views, thousands of comments. Everyone talks about the goal, but almost nobody talks about what happened before that moment. The hours, the repetitions, the mornings that started earlier than any kid his age would want. The sessions that continued long after the cameras stopped recording. What you see online is the highlight. What you never see is the system. And that system is what this video is really about. Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. is growing up inside one of the most intense football environments any young player has ever experienced. He is not training at a random local academy with casual coaching and weekend matches. He is developing under the direct influence of a man who built his entire legacy on preparation, discipline, and an almost obsessive commitment to improvement. That man happens to be his father, and that changes everything about how Junior approaches the game. So the question people keep asking is simple. How does Junior actually train? Not the flashy clips, not the social media moments, the real daily work that shapes him as a footballer. The answer, from everything that has been reported and observed, is far more intense than most fans realize. Let us start with what happens on the pitch. According to people close to the family, and based on what has been shared publicly over the years, Junior follows a structured training program that goes well beyond what is typical for a player his age. His sessions reportedly include dedicated time for technical ball work, close control, dribbling under pressure, first touch exercises, and finishing drills that demand accuracy and composure. He does not just shoot at goal casually. Reports suggest he practices specific angles, specific distances, and specific scenarios repeatedly. Left foot, right foot, volleys, play shots. Driven shots, over and over again until the movement becomes automatic. This kind of repetition is not glamorous. It is monotonous. But it is exactly the kind of work that separates serious players from talented ones who never reach their ceiling. Then there is the physical side. Sprint work, acceleration drills, change of direction exercises, agility ladder sessions, coordination routines designed to build the kind of explosive movement that modern football demands. Junior is still young, so the focus is reportedly on developing functional athleticism rather than heavy strength training. But the foundation is being laid carefully and consistently, and this is where things get serious. Because all of this does not happen in isolation. It happens under the watch of Cristiano Ronaldo himself. A man who, even in his late 30s, is known to train with a level of discipline that shocks teammates and coaches alike. Cristiano has spoken publicly about his belief that talent without work ethic is meaningless. He has said many times that the reason he reached the top was not because he was the most gifted, but because he was the most committed. Now imagine growing up with that philosophy in your house every single day. From what has been shared and observed, Cristiano does not treat Junior's development casually. He reportedly watches his son's sessions closely, offers feedback, corrects body positioning, and pushes him to repeat movements until they are sharp. There are no wasted sessions, no half efforts. Every training day seemingly has a purpose, a target, and a standard that must be met. Some might say that sounds extreme for a young player, but Cristiano understands something that many people overlook. The habits you build as a child become the habits you carry into professional football. If Junior learns now to approach every session with full focus and seriousness, that mindset becomes his default setting. And in the world of elite sport, that default setting is worth more than raw talent. But training is not only what happens with a ball at your feet, and this is the part most fans never think about. What people rarely see is the lifestyle discipline that reportedly surrounds Junior off the pitch. Sleep is treated as a performance tool. According to various reports about the Ronaldo household, rest and recovery are taken extremely seriously. Early bedtimes, consistent sleep schedules, limited screen time, these are not punishments. They are part of the system. Diet is another area where things are carefully managed. Cristiano is famous for his strict nutritional habits, and it seems that the same principles are applied to Junior in an age-appropriate way. Balanced meals, proper hydration, limited junk food. The idea is simple. What you put into your body directly affects what you can get out of it on the pitch. And if Junior wants to compete at the highest level one day, his body needs to be treated with respect from the very beginning. Recovery habits also play a role. Stretching routines, rest days that are actually restful, listening to the body instead of pushing through unnecessary pain. These are lessons that many professional players do not learn until much later in their careers. Junior is reportedly learning them now. And then there is the mental side, the part that might be the hardest of all. Because Junior does not train in anonymity. Every goal he scores gets posted online. Every match he plays gets analyzed by strangers. Every touch, every celebration, every mistake is compared to his father. That is a weight that no training program can fully prepare you for. The pressure of being Ronaldo's son means that every session carries an invisible layer of expectation. He is not just working to improve. He is working while the entire world watches and judges. Some people think that pressure would crush a young player, but others believe it could forge something remarkable. Because if Junior can learn to perform under that kind of scrutiny at such a young age, the mental toughness he builds will be extraordinary. That kind of resilience cannot be taught in a classroom. It can only be developed through experience. And Junior's getting that experience every single day. There's a deeper emotional layer to all of this that deserves attention. Behind the drills, the discipline, and the routines, there might be something more personal driving Junior forward. Many fans believe that he is not just training to become a good footballer. He is training to prove something, to show the world that he is not simply riding on his father's name, that he has his own fire, his own hunger, his own identity as a player. That desire to earn respect on your own terms is one of the most powerful motivators in sport. And if Junior carries that feeling inside him, it could fuel a level of dedication that goes beyond anything external coaches or programs can provide. It becomes personal. It becomes about pride. And that kind of motivation does not fade easily. What makes this entire story so compelling is the combination of factors. The world-class influence at home, the structured development program, the physical preparation, the lifestyle discipline, the mental pressure, the emotional drive. All of these elements are working together simultaneously to shape a young player who has every possible resource available, but who still has to do the hardest part himself. He still has to show up. He still has to push through the difficult days. He still has to want it badly enough to keep going when nobody is filming. And from everything we can see, it looks like he does. The way Junior trains tells us something important. It tells us that becoming a top footballer is not about one viral moment or one spectacular goal. It is about hundreds of invisible hours, thousands of repeated movements, countless mornings where the choice to work hard was made before the sun came up. It is about sacrifice, structure, patience, and the kind of quiet dedication that never trends on social media, but makes all the difference in the long run. Whether Junior eventually reaches the professional level or carves out his own unique path, the habits he is building right now are already shaping the person he will become. And that might be the most powerful part of this entire story. The training is not just making him a better player. It is making him someone who understands what it takes to pursue greatness in one of the most demanding environments on the planet. If this video gave you a new perspective on what it really takes behind the scenes, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video, and drop a comment below telling us what part of Junior's journey you are most excited to follow. We will see you in the next one.